Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. In our last episode we haven't been doing much. I think we finished revoking the county of Strathearn here, so we have our capital duchy pretty well in order. Our domain is all concentrated in here, and we're building another castle here, so we have 7 out of our 8 domain holdings all within our capital duchy. We have 1 extra slot here which we'll be able to build a castle in future. But I don't think we can really afford to do that now with the amount of money that we have. So we were planning to maybe declare war in England, but the alliances don't really allow it right now. They're allied to France, as well as us being allied to France, and France would come in on the defensive side, so we can't really swing that right now. I would have thought the Holy Roman Empire should come in, since we are supposedly allied with them, but they are not for some reason. We'll just wait for another opportunity in the future. We're of course still trying to fabricate another claim down here in Wales, which will allow us to create the kingdom title, I think, once we have that county. Let's go ahead and appoint somebody as a commander, since we are 1 short. So instead of expanding right now, I think we are going to try to reorder our realm a little bit. Everything is pretty neat, everyone confined to their own duchies, except for our Duchess of Moray here, who has 2 counties over in Ulster, which we would prefer that she didn't have. And fortunately we can sort that out pretty easily, since she has counties held directly by her outside of her capital duchy, or outside of her only duchy rather. We can revoke them by plot here, assuming that we can get support for it. So this is going to annoy her, obviously, but that's okay. I think it's better in the long term to make sure that she doesn't become too powerful. I'm assuming she's our most powerful vassal as it is, at 33%. Gwynedd actually surprisingly powerful as well at 29, but he only has his 3 counties in his duchy, so he's fine. Betrothed can marry our half-sister, Princess Maisie, and this relative of France, okay. My prisoner, this bishop, is complaining about his dark cell. Well, we'll let him rot, I guess, but also we'll just ransom him. I don't think we have him in prison for any particular reason. Take an extra 25 gold. So not quite enough support to revoke this title just yet. See if anybody is susceptible to bribery. Only this bishop, who's worth 1% plot power. A troubadour and his wife, the Troubadourites, has arrived from Occitania. Their performances range from vulgar satires to political Cervantes, and everything in between, including songs and poems of courtly love. Because we are kind, we can say, I hope they know the Folkenlied. Gain 1 intrigue. Okay. I don't know what that is, or how to pronounce it, evidently. But I'm happy to gain the intrigue. So, I don't think there's any point bribing the bishop here. We did just hold a feast, so everyone is relatively well disposed towards us. So I'm not sure if there's much else we can do to get people on our side there, and I'm assuming that there would be the same support for the other plot. Let's just try. Maybe for some reason people will be more inclined to back this one. Does not seem like it. Alright, well that's fine, I suppose. I guess instead of... Our castle is finished, that's good. Instead of trying to fabricate a claim here, we should look for a claimant. That could be a little more productive. So we have female claimants only, it looks like. Means I don't think we'd be able to press their claims against a male ruler. Or am I wrong about that? Can you press a strong claim of a female claimant against anybody? Let's invite her to court and find out. Okay, somebody's been converted to Catholicism. Of course, the actual county is still Waldensian. She accepts our invitation. We'll see if we can press her claim then. We can press it, okay. So I guess we'll do that. We'll have to land her first, of course. The Kaiser will come in on this war, but not against England. Which is where we would actually need him. So I guess the county of Athol is what we will give to our claimant, since it is the worst county. Except that we can't grant her a title. Currently considering another offer from us. Oh, invite to plot, I see. But we still can't grant her a landed title. Presumably by virtue of her gender. Is that right? I'm guessing this is related to our status of women laws. I don't know, it doesn't mention anything about granting of titles. I don't think it's related to the council being empowered to vote on title grants, because it would show up still to give us the option. Alright, well, I guess we'll just keep trying to fabricate a claim then, since I think all of the available claimants were female. We have accepted a call to arms from the Kaiser against the Mayor of Zara. Okay. Well, I imagine he won't need our help. Fight this single mayor. Or else he's got some big problems. France is apparently at war with somebody. I think we knew that already, did we? Can I click on his capital? Sicilian papal de jure holding war over Benevento. Pulled in by Sicily. Right, our building upgrades are finished. And I guess we'll build some more. Particularly in our new castle here. The castle town will be very cheap and definitely worth it. And we'll upgrade the castle town here. And we're already doing it there. So we're up to 28 gold a month. It's pretty good. Looks like the mayor in here has already lost a battle. Her courtier has died after a period of illness. It's going to take me a long time to get used to those new death noises. Oh good, our friend, this Earl, has sent us a gift. It's a small puppy, but of the finest pedigree and destined to grow into a great hunting dog, so we're going to pick up +1 health and +1 diplomacy. Unless we send it back or pay someone to quietly dispose of it, which we're not going to do. We'll definitely accept this gracious gift. I don't think we usually get the option to call it Lucifer. Is there a reason that we have this? I think I've only ever seen these top 3 options before. So yeah, we'll definitely call it Lucifer. Sounds good. Right, and that castle town has finished. And we are no longer at war. So we have this to level 3 and the upgrades are getting pretty expensive, so I think we'll hold off on building anything else there for now. We haven't maxed out here. Let's actually hold a summer fair if we're not at war. Well, it looks like this bishop is going to come in to our plots. But I doubt he's going to push it over 80%. 80%, by the way, is what we need to be able to actually do this. I believe it says so here, yeah. So yes, a summer fair. This is that time of year, and we can actually go on a grand hunt since we have the hunting focus come September, which I will definitely try to remember to do. I had invited a monkey trainer to the summer fair, and the performance went well until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of a pig. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led the other monkeys to attack the trainer, biting him and hitting him with his own stick. So an earl's opinion of us increases if we say it serves him right, or we can pay him to go away and gain a little prestige. I think we'll just get some opinion. The Duke of Galloway seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of Scotland. Will he just stop if we tell him to? He will. That's fine. So the monkey trainer again, and a different earl will get an opinion boost, which is fine. Peddlers are loading their wares and merchants are taking down their stalls. Jugglers, strolling players, and the other entertainers are preparing to leave. The summer fair is over for this year. So we gained a little prestige. Maybe worth it. But anyway, it is September, so let's go on a grand hunt. Health traits fewer than 1. Oh, we're stressed. Well, that's unfortunate. Why can't we become unstressed? That would be nice. Your dog is growing quickly and is no longer a little puppy. He runs fast and has a keen nose, and your dog handlers praise his good character. He is a good dog. Let's just check if the Kaiser has changed his mind about coming to war with England. He has not. Our kinswoman requires a childhood focus. Let's go for heritage this time, I suppose. Actually, I think that is pointless. That's the one that makes them more likely to become Scottish or change religion, or maybe just the culture. Right, our castle town is built. So the defensive pact against the Kaiser has gone away. He has a revolt right now, though. Independence War. Is this the new Kaiser, actually? I think it is. So our alliance, even though it was apparently not working the way it was supposed to, or at least the way I thought it was supposed to, is now disbanded. And we have no connection to the new Kaiser. Let's see, do we have any relatives we can get married to him? Not that he is going to come into a war. Or at least not going to be useful in a war. Prince Wallen here. So his sister is already married. He has only male children. So their sisters are too young to be of any use to us. His male heir is married. Maybe we can get a betrothal with his other child. We do have daughters. 10-year-old niece would also give us a non-aggression pact. Let's arrange that betrothal. And can we upgrade that immediately to an alliance? We can. We'd have to help him with his revolts, but actually, I think this is our plot just coming into effect, so we'll do this first. Let's switch that off as well. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this immediately. Who's this that came in? Galloway came in. Okay. And we'll try to get our alliance with the Holy Roman Empire later. Hopefully when his war is finished. So she's not going to just give up without a fight. That's fine. And I guess we'll just raise everything. Why don't you guys all come over here? Not you. And I may just disband this army. We'll see if we can probably get out of here safely. Yeah, I didn't think so. We may be in danger of losing this one as well, so we'll disband you. You're headed across to there, that's fine. And they're headed over to siege here. Okay, our 5-year-old strong daughter, Princess Sholto, requires a focus. We'll go for humility. Why not? We have commanders in charge. We have caught the smaller part of the army in Moray, which is good. And we are crossing a strait here, but at 3 times their numbers, I think we're going to be just fine. This is sort of a risky thing to be doing, by the way. Deliberately provoking a revolt in our realm, but I think we're safe at the moment because we have a truce, or rather England has a truce with us. So they can't take advantage of the opportunity to attack us. So let's see, I guess we could siege her capital, or we could go and siege our war goal. Or we could do both. And we can also pursue the remaining part of our army, which I assume is heading to Tyrconnell. So we're going to catch them there in the hills, but with a large numbers advantage, which should make it a pretty easy battle. Are still making money, even though we are supporting our whole domain levy right now. Interesting as well that the Allies did not get called in automatically to this war, but we do have the option to call them. We don't really have a reason to, but good to know. Ooh, the Knights of Calatrava. The Order of Calatrava is the most recent addition to the Soldiers of the Cross, having just been endorsed in a decree issued by the Catholic Church. These knights take their name from a castle recovered in Iberia from the clutches of the Muslim infidel. They stand ready to combat heathens and defend the pious in the name of any Catholic ruler who is willing to provide for their upkeep. May their battles end in victory. I don't think there's been much reclaiming of anything from the Muslims in Iberia, but I guess something has been. In fact, Castile no longer exists. We're left with only who is this? Aragon over here. Oh, Aquitaine has some land, actually. Don't know where exactly the Knights of Calatrava are. I'll just believe they're there somewhere. Alright, so we're about to finish sieging here. She is apparently leading troops in Garrary, so we're not going to capture her in the siege. We'll probably go and fight her army once we've taken the top holding here. Our niece needs an education focus. She's playful, fussy, and indolent. Which means that intrigue would be good. So we'll go for that. He may end up as spy master of the Holy Roman Empire someday, which could give us a lot of power over there if she will join any plots that we invite her to. So a daughter was born to our heir John. Okay. No special traits there. Uh-oh, and John has converted to, I assume, Waldensianism. We can demand he reconverts or let it slide. I think we'll demand he reconverts. We still haven't had any success converting our county, incidentally. He has almost a 10% chance yearly. Alright, we're up to 76% there. I think we're losing ticking war score, and that will change once we take this siege. Alright, he refused conversion. He's going to stay Waldensian. Well, that could be interesting if we inherit as him pretty soon. Which hopefully we won't. We are still stressed, of course, but with any luck we'll get rid of that at some point. Your faithful hunting dog is always around, and always happy to see you. It's good to have such a faithful friend. So, right now we lose the trait stressed, which is great news. That also means that we can actually go hunting if we get out of this war by September. Which I don't think is going to happen unless we can assault one of these, maybe. Don't think that's a good idea. Well, actually, we only have to get out by the end of October, so we have a little more time. If this siege finishes, which I think it might, could get us to 100. Something I thought I had suppressed and finally subdued has risen inside me. Unchaste thoughts have begun to appear in my mind, so we lose the trait chaste also. Okay. It's pretty good. And it did finish before the end of October, but only got us to 98%. So unless she'll accept a peace offer, we'll have to postpone our hunt until next year. Actually, let's stop sieging here and go fight her army instead. That might end this war a little sooner, though I think this siege is going to finish in the meantime. And it did, and we're at 100%, so we'll enforce our demands. So we've taken this county ourselves, we're just going to grant it to some Scottish person, I guess, and then transfer the vassalage under the Duke of Ulster here, who will desire the county. Who is also an adult and not of a great house. And Ewan here. Congratulations, it's your lucky day. Council approves. And we transfer vassalage to Ulster. Okay, so we still have to revoke the actual county of Ulster. And we probably have a truce with her, so we won't be able to do that for a while, but we will do it at some point. How annoyed is she, by the way? Pretty annoyed. Oh well. She's slightly less powerful now, so it matters slightly less. But we are out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.